Hi JC, this is Edwin, and I'm glad to connect with you via this video. And I want to share with you some of the findings of our visit yesterday to Vintage Royale. Um, let's go down to the point. Well, we ended up going last afternoon, yesterday afternoon, and we visit the site, and we ended up inspecting this first building, the one in the bottom on Sunlight Oaks. I think units 9106 to 9126. And I can tell you the shingles and they're in good shape. I mean, these buildings. I think we finished building them on 2015. So what is that? 7 years old. So the shingles, the decking, the flashing, most of it is everything is in good shape. What I noticed that the issue they have is in the roof jacks. By this point, I think we're 7 years. Yeah, all these roof jacks that we use on these projects were plastic, and the lifetime of those devices are about 5 to 7 years. So very much you're reaching the end of the life cycle of this device, and then what happened is that since they are plastic, the sun start kind of dry frying them or uh, dry cooking them, and they start getting toasted, and they start cracking. And then what ends up happening is that you start playing this whack-a-mole game, that you start preparing one and the other one gets damaged, and it's a little bit of inconvenience. And since most of the repairs inside the house are like 80% are related to leaks on the roof. I think you might end up looking at trying to replace all of them just to get rid of this problem and avoid further damages down the road. Sometimes you don't see the leaks coming through the roof until you have more damage inside. So by this point, I will suggest for you to consider replacing all of them. Now I noticed that in this particular building, they already do some repairs in 9122 and in 9106. Now, the one in 9106, they repaired this gavel and the garage, and I took some pictures here. You can see they kind of put some caulking on on this gavel. Um, that I would probably suggest you to replace the shingle and put new shingle, so we don't have temporary solution, but you have long-term solutions. But you can see there are cracks all over, in the gaps, and some of these um, attic vents have been replaced. Like in 9122, they did replace the one from plastic to galvanized, which is something that probably is a better solution. And they did replace one of the pipe end caps with a lead base, lead one instead of the plastic. And they also put some of these little boots, which is fine, but it's not gonna solve the problem, right? Because the whole flashing is already, it's plastic, as I mentioned. Um, so basically, we went around and looked at it, and even though everything is in good shape, these end caps are the one that probably gonna give you a problem. And this is something that you might look, um, what end up happening. Like in this case, this attic vent is supposed to be in one piece, and it was already being blown by the wind and separated from the other one. Like this one is supposed to be one piece that is together, but it's already coming apart, and the water start getting through that little crack. So you see the next one is already you know having these small cracks. You're gonna start leaking inside, and also the water might end up going through those pieces. So this is pretty much what we figured, that it will be a good choice to come out and replace all of them and get rid of that problem once for all. Now I put that pricing for you, um, and if you see, you have two choices. You can go put in new ones on plastic so they are not cracked, or you can go a little bit step higher and do the galvanized one. I will probably suggest going with the galvanized, because in some cases it's only the material that is going to be higher. The labor is the same, and in some places the pricing is even better doing the lead ones. So if you look at replacing of the roof vents and the pipe collars and the dryer exhaust, this is about the pricing. No, replacing all this, including shingles, the consumable, and the labor. This is what I kind of ballpark it at. Like this one, 9106. I included $150 to repair that bridge, and the rest of them, this is the pricing for plastic, and this is the pricing for galvanized. So the pricing is an extra $100, about $100 extra. Now in this one, I discounted the repairs that were done already, right? Like these pieces that were already galvanized and the one that had lead. So this one is a little bit cheaper. But this is about how it would cost to repair that particular sixplex. Now, if you want for us to go and inspect all the buildings, prepare reports with pictures and kind of a building inspection for only the roof, I will charge you for about $45 per unit. I will prepare that for you, and I will include pricing for repairing. Now, if you award this building these repairs, we void that inspection report cost. Now, in regards to the pace or the timeline, I don't know, but we can adapt to whatever you guys need. But I would suggest probably going, let's say, one building per week. I by coincidence I have one of my crews close by. I think they're like 5 minutes from there, that we can assign to that project, and they can do one or maybe two buildings per week. I don't know how fast you want to go, but on my case, I like to assign like this project. I will assign it only to one crew so they can get, for me, it's about to keep them in check, and they get used to be responsible for the whole unit, the whole condominium and neighborhood. And then whenever we have an issue, I know they will be responding to any issue down the road. We give you 1 year warranty, and if you want after that to do some maintenance, we can also put you on a maintenance plan. So, a small fee for each unit, a few $100s, so we can go and punch every year. We punch all the roof cracks, penetration, and all that. So in that way, you don't incur any more costs down the road. Um, I like to supervise my job by myself, and I take. We have this app, so you can take picture before and after, and I document very well. So it's very transparent what we do when we do repairs like this. Well, if you have any question, let me know. But this is about how you can see, the pricing of this. Um, all right, I hope this one makes sense, and then we start doing business soon enough. All right, talk to you later. Bye bye.